Mahendra Singh Dhoni, will he roar for one more time, or will it be the new captain cool Hardik Pandya who will be able to hold his place once again? Welcome to today's IPL special episode. I am Bhumit Majmudar and with me I have Sanket Vora. We'll be discussing everything or more or less most of the things around IPL, the teams, the squads that we have in place, and let's see what we come up with and how that fares with the actual things that happen in the IPL. All right. So before we move on to the men's IPL, this was the first edition of women's IPL, and all congratulations to the two finalists, Delhi and
Uh,
Mumbai.
exactly. Yeah, they played very tough cricket,
Yeah, yeah,
and if at all we take a leaf out of that, um, I hope that men's IPL is going to be equally exciting this time.
true, true. And so I saw some of the matches of women's IPL. The high scoring ones weren't really that interesting, but the ones that were low scoring, where teams were chasing 130, 140, they became really interesting. Is that how even you feel men's IPL will go?
Uh, uh, there are all the chances because, as you know, that this is the fag end of the season for India, and all the pitches have been used for the domestic tournaments like Ranji and Syed Mushtaq Ali,
Mm,
etc. And now that IPL actually comes in the end of the domestic season,
mm.
yeah, there are some pitches where we get some big scores, but some pitches are tired, and of course, we'll be seeing some low scoring matches and some exciting finishes. Yes,
With the worn out pitches, I think it will start to turn, at least in some parts of the country. Some host
yes,
nations
yes,
really make
yes,
merry out of it, and one such person who enjoys captaining in these conditions is Mahendra Singh Dhoni. So let's
absolutely.
jump into that and start with CSK first, if that's fine with you. Dhoni,
Yes. So
one last roar for him.
see, when the question you ask is one last roar for him, is it with the, are you referring to the title, or are you referring to his IPL career?
Both.
Cause he has been delaying his retirement for, I would say, at least 2 years. And when asked last time, are you hanging your boots? He said definitely not. So and it's very much apt that
Hmm.
he's the only captain who has started with CSK 15 years back in
Yeah.
2008, and it would be just right to bid adieu to this IPL, the festival of Indian cricket, um, probably in front of his home crowd, because last 3 years we have been seeing, due to pandemic, the 2020, 21, both held the tournaments in Dubai, and he did not get an opportunity to play in front of his home ground. Last year, though we staged the IPL in India, but it was limited to
Yeah.
Bombay and
Yeah.
Pune. So I somehow feel that this would be his last year. But if at all we believe, if at all we look at his fitness, and if at all we consider the pundits that have their views, they say that he's still fit and can still carry on with CSK as a captain, as a player for another 3 years. So let's see. Fingers crossed.
Hmm. And this thing I've seen with CSK, every time they hit rock bottom, the next year they come back and become the champions.
They come strong, very strong, and
So
let's see. The same thing happened with them last time.
yeah,
Let's see where they end up this time.
I'm very hopeful. Fingers crossed. I want to see him lift one last trophy at least, if he's thinking
Yes,
of
we all
retiring.
want that Thala, MS Dhoni lifting the World Cup, not the World Cup, but
Yeah,
World Cup of IPL.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So that doesn't go well with the jersey I'm wearing and the team I'm supporting. But yeah, it's okay as long as it's CSK. I don't mind. All right. So CSK had an interesting pick in this auction, and it was Ajinkya Rahane. I don't
Uh,
see him getting a game.
they have been picking unusual players who basically do not suit this format. For example, Cheteshwar Pujara was
Yeah.
also one of their buy 2 3 years back. They let him go now, and now it's Ajinkya Rahane. Well, Ajinkya Rahane has had a fair share of his luck in IPL. Last year, he represented Delhi,
Yeah.
and this time Delhi has let him go, and Chennai has picked him up. And now, considering Indian batsman, I would say his experience would certainly help, provided he gets a game in 11. And looking at the 11, I mean the player combinations that they have. I actually feel that Ajinkya Rahane won't make it to the 11.
Yeah. It looks like that for now. So foreign players, who do you think will make the cut?
Uh, they have got a very interesting buy in Ben Stokes,
Yeah. Yeah.
uh, probably considering Dhoni might retire this season, and Ben Stokes might be leading the
Next.
team for
True.
say another 3 years, four
Hmm.
years. Not sure how his body helps him, how he's fit for another 3 4 years, but he has led England to glories, and probably Ben Stokes could be an answer for retiring Dhoni this time.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, my first choice would be Ben Stokes. Second would be their ever performing Moeen Ali.
Has to be.
Uh,
Yeah. Then there's Devon
yes,
Conway. I think he
there is
he
Devon
opened last
Conway.
year.
He performed pretty well.
Yeah.
Uh, so it could be Devon Conway, but there would be a toss up between Convoy and Mitchell Santner, is what I feel. Because the fourth one, Mahesh Thikshana, is also a sure starter, considering 7 of the 14 matches would be played in Chennai slow turners. So Mahesh Thikshana would be really helpful in those conditions.
So I don't think Sandner might get a game as long as they play in Chennai because they already have Jadeja there, a similar variety.
Yeah,
Um,
agree. But
unless they are looking to go with just one pacer, then Ben Stokes bowling a few, and then rest all spinners. Because Moeen Ali will play and he'll be bowling at least 2 odd overs. He'll be giving good 2 overs. Then there will be
we have
Jadeja who
seen
can
lately
finish
that
his quota.
Jadeja doesn't finish his quota of 4 overs since last 2 3
Hmm.
seasons, and
So
he is
that's
actually
the opposition don't let him finish it.
exactly. So the captain doesn't trust him with
Yeah.
bowling full quota of his overs. But we also have one more bowler who is coming back after an injury, who missed out last season, Deepak Chahar.
Oh yeah.
So that would be a big season for him, considering he has fallen out of favors for the Indian team
Yeah.
jersey, and selectors do not consider him. He has also missed out on the Indian central contract as well. So absolutely, for him to come good and start getting considered for probably World Cup that's coming up.
True. And just looking at their squad, I think if people start firing, this is going to be the most balanced team that'll play this IPL. They have a variety
Absolutely.
of all rounders in terms of Shivam Dube, Ben Stokes, Jadeja, then there's Pretorius, there's um who else did we talk about? Mitchell
Yes,
Sandner.
and they have a very good veteran in team as well, Ambati Raidu, who
Yeah,
has been
Raidu is
performing
there.
consistently for
True.
CSK. Uh, Stylish opener Ruturaj Gaikwad, who made to Indian team based on his performance from
Mm,
CSK IPL
mm.
performances. And let's see how they fare up. But fingers crossed, I feel that they are going to be a team to watch out for.
So what's your prediction? Where will they end up on the points table?
Top four.
Top four? Oh, I'm going to say they'll win it. All right, moving on to next one. We have Delhi, Rishabh Pant out of the reckoning, and
That's a
the
big
captaincy.
loss.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
big loss because they do not have a permanent keeper in the team.
Hmm. Hmm.
So not only they'll be struggling with their keeping. No, they do have a
They have
keeper,
Phil
but
Salt.
that is yeah, but that is a foreign keeper. So
Correct.
they'll have to compromise there. But nothing of the likes of Rishabh Pant. I mean, what he brought to the table in terms of his keeping, um,
Antics
T20
behind the
skills,
stumps.
left arm batsman, antics behind the stumps, absolutely. And the captainship, see,
Hmm.
no doubt, David Warner, who is a seasoned campaigner and who has been playing for more years than Rishabh Pant, will be wearing the captain's cap now. But I somehow feel that Rishabh Pant is going to be a big miss for Delhi Capitals this time.
Hmm. Hmm. But I think this has come at a very good time for David Warner because he has been struggling off late. And in past, we have
Yes,
seen that whenever he's got this extra role of being a captain, he has performed very well. He has lifted the team very well. We saw that with when he played for Sunrisers. And
Hyderabad, yes.
could that be an extra boost for Delhi this year?
That's what the Delhi Capitals management would and the fans would be wishing that, wishing and hoping that David Warner wearing the captain's cap. Uh, they haven't lived the cup as yet. They haven't
Hmm.
won it as yet. So this is something for them to win and probably break all the shackles.
Hmm. Hmm. So looking at the squad, the foreign players, I see there's one David Warner, then Mustafizur Rahman.
They no, they
They
have
have
Mitchell
Roman
Marsh
Powell, Mitchell Marsh, Powell, and
and
Lungi Ngidi,
Really Rasu.
Phil Salt, and Riley Rosu. Oh, it's going to be a difficult pick for them because I think Rosu has been in good touch.
Yes,
He should make it.
Rasu has been in good touch.
They need a keeper, so Phil Salt should make it unless they make Sarfaraz Khan keep the wicket.
There are all the chances to give a balance to the team, and considering they'll only have four foreign players playing with David Warner sealing one of its spot
Mm,
for the whole tournament, they'll be left with just three options. And
yeah,
with the form Mitchell Marsh is in,
exactly.
he's surely going to make it to the team.
True. Oh, there's
Of course,
Norkia.
he has to stay fit, hold his body, and not get injured, which he is actually very used to.
Mm.
So let's see how it goes. So
Then
David
there
Warner,
is.
Mitchell Marsh, and Roman Powell are the short starters, is what I think.
Mm. But
Uh,
then the fourth spot is between Phil Salt, Riley Russo, and there's also Enric Nokia and Lungi
exactly.
Engidi.
Angry Nokia, we hear that he is also not fit, and
Oh,
probably all these South African players are going to miss, I guess, first two matches for the
okay. So
franchises.
then that makes it easy for
So
them in first two.
yeah, Enric Nokia probably might not start in the first two matches. Lungi Nigiri also won't start. Mustafizur is also busy with their international commitments
Mm.
against Ireland. And so it would be, I guess, Philip Salt
Riley
might
Russo
get
would
a
also be
game.
out mostly.
Yes, so all the chances Philip Salt might get a
Okay.
game before they change their combination.
All right. Prithvi
But there
Shaw,
is,
a big
yeah, a big game, a big season for Prithvi Shaw, and Akshar Patel has been
Akshar Patel.
elevated to uh, vice captain's role. So that's a big promotion for him.
Having said that, if you ask me one person to look out from Delhi or who will have the most impact, I feel it's going to be Kuldeep Yadav with the form and the confidence he's carrying over from last season.
Yes, he was actually bought from the KKR team, where he did not have a good season,
So
and
he was pathetic.
Uh,
Not a
he
good
was
season is
pathetic.
putting it in
Uh,
good terms.
but Rishabh Pant and the DC management bought him and gave him all the confidence that was required. And you can see the results. Now he has actually taken over Yajuvendra Chahal
Yeah.
as the main bowler and in for India team. And he is considered above Chahal for say last 1 year after he joining DC.
Hmm.
So.
Hmm.
Kuldeep Yadav is a big name to be watch out for. I guess it would be a big game for uh, Sarfaraz Khan and Prithvi Shaw as well. Because
Hmm.
Sarfaraz
Hmm.
Khan, as we have discussed in past, has done really good with his red ball cricket, Ranji Trophy games, and we hope his performance continues in white ball cricket as well.
Hmm. Hmm. You think they'll qualify in top four?
Uh,
I don't
Form
think
of
so.
top three players, I would say Mitchell Marsh, Prithvi Shaw, and David Warner. Uh, Depends a lot on their qualification, but
Hmm.
I really don't feel they'll make it to the top four.
Yeah. Yeah. True. All right. So let's move on to the next one. The one I am supporting, Gujarat Titans. But I don't
Champions,
see a very good year
maiden
coming up for them.
champions.
Yeah.
Uh, that's what we all thought last year as well. But Hardik Pandya and Ashish Nehra, their combination has been lethal and magical. And you can see that Hardik Pandya, after becoming captain, has not only won the trophy in the debut season, but his captainship has actually given him the confidence of performing much better as compared to what he used to earlier. And
Hmm.
we have been seeing his performance lately in Indian colors, and they are terrific performances we have all witnessed.
He's the new Captain Cool, isn't he? Stays so calm on the field.
Absolutely, yes. And probably the one who will take over from Rohit Sharma after the 2023 ODI World Cup.
Yes, yes, as long as he bowls.
Yes,
Uh, yeah.
absolutely. His bowling skills, I mean, his all-rounder skills are going to be very crucial when it comes to retaining this IPL
Hmm.
for their franchisee. And I look forward to his performance.
Hmm.
They have a surprise addition of Kane Williamson this time, who was a part of Hyderabad last season, but. Ken Williamson making it to the team actually gives them a good balance in the middle order. Uh, Williamson, with his experience, has done wonders with Sunrisers Hyderabad till last season. But uh, last season, he actually followed favor with Hyderabad. They had a revamp of all their players, coaches, etc. And now he comes to Gujarat Titans and probably will bring all his experience to ensure that the trophy remains with the franchisee.
Hmm. Hmm. I don't know if he fits in, but I believe they'll need him at some point at least.
Uh,
Big season coming up for Shubman Gill, who's been in excellent form in
yes,
the international level.
another yes, with his form in the last year, he has been prolific, hitting a purple patch in all the three formats: red
Hmm.
ball, ODIs, or T20, and um, it has more to do with his performance with Gujarat Titans last year.
Yeah, yeah.
uh, a batsman who is getting the confidence from the captain to go out and express himself. And that is what Hardik Pandya has done, not only for himself, but also for Shubman Gill. And we have seen the results for him in the Indian colors. Also, he has been elevated to the post of vice captain for Gujarat Titans as well. So that shows the confidence of the management as well as the team captain of how what value Shubman Gill brings to the team.
Hmm. Hmm. And then they have three keepers: Saha, Matthew Wade, and then they
Yeah.
also picked up KS Bharat. Who do you think will make the cut?
See, there would be a toss-up between Saha and Matthew Wade. But Saha performed reasonably well last season, and probably I guess he would be the starter in the first 11, opening with Shubman Gill.
Okay.
Um, and as I said, not all the South Africans would be available for the first two games. So David Miller, who has been a very strong and a strong middle order batsman for Gujarat, would be missing for the first two matches. So I somehow feel it would be Wade along with Kane Williamson. Would be making it to the 11. And yeah, Riddhiman Saha still stays as an opener.
Okay. But Saha being out of the equation for such a long time now, I don't know
Yeah,
how
he has
regularly
been
he
out of
plays
the
at
equation,
domestic
but
level.
Saha is such a player that whenever he got a chance, we all feel that he doesn't belong to the white ball cricket,
Hmm.
T20 cricket, but whenever he has played for his franchisee, he has surprised all his fans
Hmm.
and has always gone past 125, 130 strike rate and has given a flying start to wherever he has played for.
Hmm. Hmm. So as was the case last year, even this year, when I look at the squad, it doesn't ooze confidence. It doesn't fill me up with confidence that, oh, this looks like a fantastic squad. But they
That
proved us
makes
wrong.
them dark horse.
And
Yes.
that proved they proved us wrong last year. And what do you think where they'll be placed this year in the points table? You think they'll make the top four?
They'll certainly be at top four with CSK.
Hmm.
And one more thing I would like to add here is we'll be witnessing Narendra Modi Stadium hosting 7 matches this time because
Yeah,
uh, Gujarat Titans was introduced just last year, and we did not have an opportunity to see Gujarat Titans playing at their home
except
and
the
Narendra
finals.
Modi Stadium, except the finals, of course, yeah. But they'll be playing the full 7 matches in Ahmedabad, as that is their base ground, and we'll be witnessing some good matches.
Cool. Let's hope so. And let's hope we get tickets to some of those. Kolkata Knight Riders.
Oh boys, they
Shreyas
are
Iyer
struggling. They are
is
struggling.
out of the window. Nitish Rana is the new captain. And
Yes.
then you see some really big names there. Andre Russell, Sunil Narayan, Team Saudi. And oh, they had a very good pick, I think, in terms of Rahmanullah Gurbaz, the Afghani
Yes.
keeper. I think he
So
would be a very interesting introduction in the team.
Ramanullah Gurbaz and Litan Das,
Yeah,
who have been part of not that big teams. Bangladesh and Afghanistan are, I would say, minnows in terms of
yeah.
white ball cricket. But these two players, if at all they are part of an IPL setup, you could understand how they have been performing for their teams. And both have been prolific openers, good keepers. Just got to be seen how KKR management uses them, considering they
Hmm.
both have
Hmm.
foreigners. And with just 4 foreigners to be picked, it would be a really dicey situation for the KKR
Hmm. Hmm.
management from
But they don't
who
have
to
an Indian
select.
keeper. They don't have an Indian keeper in
They
the.
do have an Indian keeper, and Jagdishan is the Indian keeper they have in the team.
Oh, he
And
showed. Okay.
yes, he was also in prolific form with
Yeah, yeah,
in the
yeah, yeah.
white ball cricket, Syed Mushtaq Ali tournament, hitting almost 4 centuries on a trot. Uh, Probably that was the reason KKR has bought this keeper, because having a Indian keeper always gives a good cushion and a good balance to the team.
Hmm. So looking at the foreign players list, I think there are three people who will surely make the cut. That's Sunil Narayan,
And Russell,
Andre
Sunil
Russell,
Laran,
and Shakib Al Hasan. My three
yes,
pick.
again,
Then the fourth one has to be between the remaining mix.
it has to be between, and there is one more player, Saudi, or
Saudi, yeah.
they have actually bought Lockie Ferguson
Hmm.
from Gujarat
Hmm.
Titans. So let's see, either of them or David Wiz,
Oh
uh,
yeah, he's a
of
good all-rounder.
Netherlands player,
Hmm.
and probably he can also get a game or two somewhere down the line. And Andrew Russell and Sunil Narayan, as you mentioned, they'll be retiring from KKR. They have already started receiving their pension from the
Hmm.
KKR management. So
Any surprises
yeah,
up in
looking
store
forward.
for us from KKR?
Uh, I don't see, but a big year for Venkatesh Iyer to once again come back to the reckoning.
Hmm.
But with he was actually termed to be the next all-rounder who will be taking over from Hardik Pandya when Hardik Pandya was out injured. But now that Hardik Pandya is back, it would be very difficult for
Yeah,
Venkatesh Iyer to make it to the Indian colors. But let's wish him all the best, and let's see how he performs.
yeah.
Probably gets to open here with some big names missing. So,
Hmm.
and another bowler, Varun Chakravarti, who just has been a part of one World Cup squad, but
Lucky fellow.
could not, absolutely very lucky fella, and could not actually replicate his IPL form into the international arena. Let's
Hmm.
see how he performs this time.
All right. So I don't think they'll make the cut top four, but
Yeah, would be challenging for them, but all depends on how Andrew Russell and Sunil Narayan go about their uh, performances.
all right. Next up, we have Lucknow, the IPL giant KL Rahul, who doesn't really fire that much for India, but they
Now he
have
comes to his
a
forte.
very good lineup, at least on paper. They have picked up Stoinis, Quinton de Kock, who just scored a fantastic century against West Indies. They have utility players like Deepak Hooda, Kunal Pandya, and other foreign big names they've picked up is Nicholas Puran this year, uh,
Yes.
who was let go by Sunrisers. And then there's Daniel Sams, who's another good all rounder, and one of our own, Prerak Makad.
Yes, Prerak Makar comes to the fold from Punjab
Yeah.
to Lucknow, and let's hope that he gets a game this time, and
Mm-hmm.
probably some quota of his overs
Yeah.
he gets to showcase his talent. Let's hope for that.
Yeah, he did get to hit the winning runs in last year's the only match that he played
Yes.
last year. But let's hope he
But
gets a lot more
the match
around this
result
time.
did not matter much.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
he,
it
yes,
was right. So, anything you want to discuss for this squad?
I guess they have an interesting pick, Kyle Mayers from West Indies, and in absence of De Kock for the first two games, I see Kyle Mayers opening with KL Rahul. He's a good all-rounder, and probably along with Marcus Toynes and um, I would
So, but where
say
does Quinton de
the
Kock go if Kyle Mayers comes
uh,
up?
Kyle Mayers would be a replacement for De Kock for the first two matches, as
Oh,
as
okay, and
as I
Rahul
said,
keeps
because
the wickets.
yeah, Rahul keeps
Oh,
the
yeah,
wickets.
makes sense.
and they also have Nicholas Puran in the team. So
Hmm.
I would say Nicholas Puran would also make it to the 11.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh, and Deepak Huda, Kunal Pandya, uh, they have been uh, the best Indian players that they have in the team. And let's see a big season for Avesh Khan coming up, who
yeah.
has suddenly fallen out of favor in Indian colors, who got lots of opportunities last year, but just before the World Cup,
But he got tongued
he's
every
never
time.
been a part of.
He got
Yes,
tongued
yes,
every time he bowled. So maybe that's fair enough on management. Or maybe there'll be people who'll say he should have been given more chances as he's a youngster.
yes.
But I don't know.
Some
Then
interesting picks as well for Lucknow. Jaydev Unadkat
yeah,
and Amit Mishra, a
yes,
veteran, uh, gets picked up for Lucknow. I mean, we did not discuss this, but then with the new rules coming up this IPL, the impact player rules,
oh yeah,
probably this players might get a game considering the surface of the wickets that they are playing on. So you never know.
correct.
Just come and bowl 4 overs, and that's it for you.
Mm-hmm. Rahul's captaincy. Um, do you think he'll take the team
Uh,
in top four this year?
See, this is his forte, and IPL is, I would say, his bread and butter. So
It
something
is, but
that he
it is
actually
as a
looks for,
batsman, more of as a batsman
yeah,
than
as
a
a batsman
captain.
as well. And I somehow feel that the third team would be Lucknow
Uh-huh.
here.
Oh, that's an interesting
Uh,
pick.
yes,
All right, so we have CSK, Gujarat, and Lucknow, the top three. So that's all, folks, for part one. We'll be back soon with the part two of this, and we'll discuss out the remaining five teams. Till then, take care and keep enjoying cricket.
do subscribe to our channel and keep sharing your comments with us behind the wickets. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. Bye bye.
1, 2,